Hey there folks, and welcome back for another head shaving video. Today, well, by the way, I'm Chris from iLoveThe.com. Today we're going to use the charcoal razor. This is level 2 and Headslick. I don't think I've tried a DE with Headslick. Headslick works remarkably well for the head blade and cart razors. I haven't tried it with the DE, so I figure let's give it a whirl. Let me wet the dome a little bit. We'll apply some Headslick and get going. Stay tuned. And alright, we've applied some moisture to the head, and now let's roll with our Headslick here. And people keep telling me to try with a brush. I keep forgetting to do it, but I'll do it sometime. I have one here, but it's already got soap in it. I guess I could just mix the two, but let's just try with Headslick to see, you know, how it goes. This is very slick stuff, and like I said, I always have to rinse my hands. Make sure I towel them off after using Headslick because my hands do get quite slippery. Any other time when I shave my face, my hands never get slippery, but boy, if you apply this stuff with your hands, it is slick. So maybe that's another reason to try it with a brush instead of my hand. So we'll try that. Wearing my specs because the need to focus more and actually see what I'm doing here better when I'm using a DE. And we'll try to focus more on, you know, just getting these spots. The one thing about the DE is you have to sort of change the angle as the contours of your head changes. So that makes it a little more challenging. Now, I'm only a month in, a little over a month. I think I started shaving my head in, April 21st, something like that, or March 21st. I don't remember. It was a month ago, a little over a month ago. So I probably have, was it March? Yeah, I think it was March. So I'm going on 2 months. I'm not there quite to 2 months yet. So I'm still learning. It takes time to learn to shave your head, just as it does to learn to shave your face. Learning the way the grain runs on your head and learning what your head will put up with. I'm a fan of saying listen to your face, and by that I mean when it tells you it doesn't like something, you stop doing it immediately. You don't continue to push, because if you do, you're going to get a poor result. And I would imagine that holds true with your head as well. You really have to pay attention and not put it through punishment that it's giving you the signs it doesn't like. And those signs will be burning, you know, discomfort, any sort of pain, obviously, you know. As I've said many times, when you're exercising and things like that, you know, they say no pain, no gain. But when you're shaving, if you have pain, there's nothing to gain. So stop what you're doing. It's generally not going to be positive if you continue to push. So there's no awards or there's, you know, no increased benefit that you're going to get from enduring a discomfort while shaving. It should be comfortable. It should be, if you're sort of a hobbyist, it should be enjoyable, but it should definitely at the very least be comfortable. And the minute that you're feeling something uncomfortable, you need to stop, change it, or stop altogether and wait and try it another day when your head is, you know, not complaining to you. Okay, first pass was quite nice. Let's rinse the face. We'll come back, or face, the head. We'll come back for number 2. Actually, I'm not going to rinse it. I'm just going to apply some more moisture here and Headslick. And the Headslick worked well for that. So, you know, obviously you're not going to get much in the way of cushion. That is not the type of product this is. Although, I don't know, maybe you can whip it up into a lather and have cushion. But this is really designed to be slick, and it is. It's very slick, and it works great. And it actually worked quite well for the shave with the DE there, at least in the first pass. So let's wipe the hands, and we'll start from the back this time and see how pass 2 goes. going sort of against the grain. The grain really on my head runs all over the place, to be quite honest with you. So just going this way isn't 100% against the grain. You know, at some point it's across the grain, at some point it's with the grain. So it is important to figure out the way the grain runs so you can, you know, figure out what the best angle of attack is. One thing I'll tell you though is the charcoal is a heck of a comfortable shaver. It is not inexpensive, but it's one of those products that frankly a lot of times I get buyer's remorse when I buy premium gear because there's so much available that you don't have to spend a lot for. So a lot of times I'm like, wow, you know, I spent too much on this and my other stuff works just as well. The charcoal is an exception to that. I really, really am happy with it, even though it costs more than your average DE razor, many times more in some cases, you know, if you buy something very, very inexpensive. But I have really enjoyed it. I think it's a phenomenal shaver. The craftsmanship is second to none. It is absolutely superb, and I couldn't be happier with it. So if you're in the market for a premium razor, check out charcoal. It is very nice. And it does a great job. I have the level 2 aggressiveness, which is medium. Overall, it does a wonderful job. And what I can say today about the Headslick, let's just go over some of these spots. There's a lot of residual slickness still there, which is why I'm able to run this razor over my head when you don't see any visible soap. Headslick is slick, folks. You know, that is for sure. And it works just fine for DEs, evidently, or at least for me. That is not a guarantee it will work for you. But very, very nice. Let's see how we did. And some people have told me I need to do a 3-pass. I probably do. But I'm going to go ahead and get a card out and clean this up off cam, and we'll come back. But overall, not too bad. Still some spots that I've missed. That's me, not the razor. But we'll clean this up with the card, and we'll come back and close this baby out. Stay tuned. And in comes the magic made by witches. There's Witch Hazel, which of course you see here every day. I clean the dome up with a Chick Extreme 3, and it feels fantastic. Super smooth. I did okay with the charcoal. I think it'd be an excellent head shaver if you're proficient with DEs on head shaving, which I am not. So here's a look at it again. Charcoal razor, absolutely superb. Finished cleaning up with this guy, which is fantastic as well. At least has been for me so far. And we're going to finish it off with a little Sandpiper, which we used today on our face by Stirling. Excellent scent. Sort of reminds me of, or reminds me actually quite a bit of, if you remember Folsom & Company Black Powder, I think it is. Very similar to that. Thanks everyone for watching. We really appreciate it. Until next time, let's help make the entire world shave great once again.